My name is Dave Butler. I am the Customer Success Manager with PageOptimizer Pro, and today we are going over Google's NLP in PageOptimizer Pro. Firstly, what does NLP even stand for? NLP stands for Natural Language Processing. It is a machine learning tool that does nothing but read all day long. What Google's NLP is doing is reading pages and identifying entities on a page. When it's done reading, it then assigns that page a category based on what the NLP thinks your page is about. Pretty cool, right? With Page Optimizer Pro, you can get data from Google itself, effectively eliminating all of the guesswork. To get your hands on this information, you'll first need to generate a report. For those running utilizing Pop Pro, you'll find the Analyze Text with Google's NLP API checkbox at the bottom of the report setup area. For Pop Custom, you can find that very same checkbox on Step 2. Keep in mind that generation of this data costs 2 Pop credits each time it's generated. This is in addition to the credit charges incurred with generating a report if you are not on an unlimited plan or higher. Once you have either checkbox selected, you can continue your setup as normal. Then, once you've submitted it, the Google NLP tab, as you can see here, will be ready to go for you. At the top of this page will be all of the categories and entities identified for both your competition's pages as well as your own. Entities and categories marked in green have been identified on your page. Keep in mind that entities and categories identified on your page could also be present on your competitors' pages. For example, here in our showcase report, we can see that in the Entities section, 9 of my competitors have a mention of the term Google on their page, whereas we are the sole page in this analysis assigned to the Internet and Telecom search engine's other category, as you can see here. We can sort these entities by selecting any category at the top. Once clicked, the dashboard will show us exclusively entities that place us in that particular category. To the right, we can sort the entities further by the number of competitors that have that entity and alphabetical order. Of course, in the same area, we can download our full entity list as well from this button here. Below, we have broken down for us individually the entities and categories identified on our page as well as on our competitors' pages. Let's go over how to read this dashboard together. At the top will be the URL whose entities and categories these are. Below, to the left, will be the entities identified for that page. Each entity is associated with something. This could be consumer good, work of art, location, number, date, etc. This is what Google is associating that particular entity with contextually. To the right will be the categories identified for that page. This is what Google thinks this page is about. Due to this, they assign a confidence score to the categories they assign. The score is given on a scale from 0.00 to 1.00. 1.00 means that Google is absolutely certain about what your page is about, whereas 0.00 means that Google isn't sure at all. But I prefer to think of this as percentages. For a target page, for example, we can see that it has a confidence score of roughly 0.11. This can be hard to wrap one's head around, especially after being given percentage-based scores in school. When thought of as 11%, it's much more tangible, and I'd want to work on making Google more certain as to what my page is about. Now you know everything you need to know about how the Google NLP dashboard works in Page Optimizer Pro. As always, I hope you have a wonderful day and happy optimizing!